everybody, you're watching In Style Atlanta. I'm your girl Shayla Raye, and I'm so happy that we're here to speak with the talented makeup artist Patricia Moore. Welcome.
Thank you.
We are so happy to be talking to you and about such a topic that all women can relate to, which is makeup. No matter what, we want to look beautiful. So just take us through that process. What was it like? When did you know that you wanted to be a makeup artist?
The funny thing is, I always loved makeup. I enjoyed it. From a young child, I remember my cousin telling me that I walked in the room with her and I had to be like 5 years old, and she was like, your blush isn't blended, you need to blend it a little bit more. So I think it was just something that was in me, but I was taught you have to go to school, you have to pick a career. So if I knew then what I knew now, I probably would have went to a makeup school. I went to a regular university and actually majored in accounting. But I would always sneak to the makeup counters. Like, I would just go sit there whenever, like, MAC, of course everybody loves MAC. Whenever they would have their huge promotions or new product launches, I would go in there and just sit. And I would say, okay, you do this side. I would hold the mirror and watch. And then I would always ask, are you guys hiring? They're like, yeah, freelance artists. And freelance is like when they call you and you have to come. And I'm like, well, I can only do Saturdays and Sundays. And like, no. So when I got laid off, one of my girlfriends, she started her own fashion line. And she was like, I'm looking for a makeup artist. I have this budget. I said, I'll look for someone, push come to shove, I'll do it. And she's like, you do makeup? I said, well, let's start. I mean, what better way to, get into something that you love to do than starting? So we did it. It was other fashion designers there. They liked it, referrals, and then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna turn this into a career. And then my husband, he does a lot of film work and he knows a little bit more people than I do. He linked me up so that I can have mentors that cultivated me and kind of helped me along. Like, this is how you do it. This is where you start. And then I got hired at Sephora, kind of like, it was weird. I walked in and I was just buying products. I actually had like a t-shirt and jogging pants. And the girl looked at me, she said, what do you do? And I said, I do makeup, because I was getting products for my very first wedding. And she said, we're hiring. And I'm just like, really?
And this was at where? What?
Sephora.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
So you started working with them?
Mm-hmm. I started working with them, and then it just kept going from there.
Wow. So, what does it take? This was an amazing story that you had. It sounds like you had a lot of connections. You got laid off. Everything kind of fell into place.
Yeah.
But for the young lady out there who loves makeup too, how do you think that they can start their business? Is there a certain formula or school or certain things they should do?
I think that the first thing is to make a plan. Everything and anything that you do, you need to make a plan. You need to have a vision, and then you need to study the grade. Like, I have this wall because I love Nard's products. I love the way he does makeup. It's so natural, so flawless. I love Pat McGrath. I love Sam Fine. I love those who have stories and you can read about them, you can watch them, you can learn. And so you can pull some of that in, and then you can take time to say, okay, who am I? What type of makeup artist do I want to do? Who's my audience? All of this you have to write down before you just start going out and say, I want to do makeup, and you start doing people's faces.
Exactly. So what celebrities' makeup do you like?
It's so many. Let's see. I love the way Sanaa Lathan, I love her. She's my friend. And People Magazine, Lapita.
Yes.
Effortless beauty. That's the makeup that I think speaks a lot. It doesn't take a whole lot. I know people like to wear more, but that just goes to show this is beauty, this is makeup. Whoever did that was like, I'm just going to enhance what's gorgeous about you, and it's your skin tone. And they made her skin tone look so healthy and glowing. I think that was amazing. Perfect. I love this though.
Now, with the makeup, and this is what I wanted to say about something that you said, it brought this question up. You have to prep before. So what kind of skin regimen do you suggest? Because your skin has to be clear for the makeup to even look nice on your face. So
I cleanse, I exfoliate. I have a serum that I put on, and then I have a moisturizer. I switch from wintertime to summertime. Summertime, a little bit more oilier, so I have a mattifier. Wintertime, I'm a little bit more dry, so I have more hydrating. Has a little bit, and it's a little bit thicker. And then that's pretty much it. And then when I take my makeup off, I'm using makeup removing wipes before, and then I cleanse. And then for breakouts, these unruly breakouts, I actually have a separate set of products that are geared towards acne, just treating the acne. So I'll switch to that when I notice breakouts, and it's an acne cleanser and spot, and then I do a mask once a month.
Because when do these moms start letting their children wear makeup?
In my personal opinion, I won't say opinion, I didn't really start getting into makeup until I was a freshman in high school. And most of the girls that were around me, like I had one girl, she was a girly girl, and she seemed like she had been wearing makeup all her life. But her and her mom were kind of like really close. Her mom wore makeup, and she would like play on her mom's makeup. But the most that we would ever wear would be like lip gloss, you know, or the Mood lipstick. So I think high school, most girls start really like, I want to be a girl. They start noticing boys, some starting in 8th grade. And I would just start off with a powder, a complexion powder, like a mineral powder or something like that. Or a tinted moisturizer, a little blush. I would groom their eyebrows. They don't have to do all that, but I would groom their eyebrows, which means just brushing them into place and keeping them cleaned up, and mascara. I mean, if they want some eyeshadow, I would go to the nearest beauty supply and get a soft shadow, because you don't want them to, you still want to keep them youthful. You still want to keep their adolescence. You don't want them to walk around looking like adults. So you want to keep it appropriate. So I would keep it light and simple.
That is great advice. That is definitely great advice, because if my 2-year-old could wear makeup, she would, because she sees mommy do it.
Yeah.
So it's good to have that knowledge. Yeah. And keep it simple, keep it light.
Age appropriate.
Age appropriate. Yeah. So I really want us to get started on working on my eyes. That's to me, the eyes are one of the hardest things to do. Why is that?
Because you're thinking about it too hard. So what I'm going to do, I actually want to do like a bronzy look on you. So this is like a champagne color, and I want you to actually see what color it is. It's really pretty. It's like a champagne color.
It's very pretty.
And so I'm just going to put that on your eyelid, all over the bottom eyelid. And this acts as your base because this sits. You want to hurry up and put your shadow on over it. You can wear it by itself, or you can wear it under your eyeshadow. It looks really pretty by itself, because actually that's what I used on my base today. I used like a it's like an orangish, goldish color pencil underneath my shadow as my base. And I want you to be able to see that, so I'm gonna grab a mirror.
Yeah, definitely. And I've seen those Sephora pencils. They're like $5. They're really, really affordable.
See?
Oh yeah.
And it just gives you a nice little pop, and you can get it in any color. And that's the cool part. And so then I'm just gonna take a really pretty shadow. I should use more of a gold color. So I can take, these colors are really pretty right now. So I'm gonna take this color right here, because I want to give you that kind of bronzy goldish. And when I say, you feel me pressing it on, this is how you keep the pigmentation. You just lightly press it on the lid. I just put a highlighter, and so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to define your crease. You don't have to do this, but just to bring it all together and just blend it out. So I'm just going to lightly put a darker shade right in your crease, just to give it a little dimension.
What's your biggest challenge? Have you ever had like a really, a person whose makeup was really hard to do? Or, I mean, you talked about complexion and, moisture and oily and dry. I mean, how do you know what to do on a certain person?
Trial and error.
Yeah.
It really is. Oily skin used to be I had to study that a lot, because it really was like, how do I keep them matte? And one of my mentors, Tony Acey, she's a makeup artist here. Working with her, she showed me like some techniques and some things to do. I mean, oily skin is just maintenance. You have to constantly blotted throughout the day. There are products that you can put on to help mattify the shine. But for the most part, I had to really like look up, because it's a balancing act. It's like your skin is producing a lot of oil because it wants more hydration. It's thinking it's dehydrated, so it overproduces. So you have to get a mixture of water to mix in so that oil won't produce as much.
Okay. Wow,
Yeah.
that's very interesting.
So go ahead and look at that.
Okay.
And then to further define, I'm gonna go right here, close to your lash line, just to further define your eyes. And again, I'm using one of those pencils.
Those are really good.
Yeah.
Now, are you a natural lash girl, or what mascaras do you like, or do you like actually putting lashes on?
I do like wearing lashes sometimes. It gives me that extra, because my lashes aren't that long. So I like mascaras that give me volume and definition. So I do wear the Benefit Be Real. I like Lancome doll lashes.
Oh,
That mascara is gorgeous. I think Urban Decay has one too. Oh, and let's not forget the mascara. I think it's Maybelline, the one that most people use, and it's the pink and green one.
Yeah.
Well, they have the double XL. Okay, open. Dude.
Okay.
And then you know what I want to do, just because
Do it.
your brown eyes, I just want to add like a pop of color at the bottom. So I'm gonna add just a little bit. It has gold undertone, and this is Maybelline.
Oh, that's pretty. What's the name of that?
This one, ooh, pink something.
It's okay.
Yeah, it's
It's really pretty.
Pinch O Pink. Pinch O Pink.
Pinch O Pink.
Pinch O Pink. So I'm just gonna put a little bit on your little cheeks.
And this is just awesome for the summer. I mean, we've had a rough winter.
Yeah.
So we're going into.
You want your skin to look healthy and glowy. So, and it, like I said, it doesn't take a whole lot. Just a few things here and there. And if you wanted to, you could add like a gold, like to bring the lips in with the bronze, like a gold lip gloss on top, just to bring in everything right in the middle of the palette. And that would be just so pretty.
Sounds amazing. So, you know, we've been talking about a lot of affordable things and this, that, and the other. And I know a lot of people are on a budget when it comes to beauty, but there has to be a limit to how long you hold on to makeup. And I know that you can get eye infections. There's a lot of things, bacteria that makeup holds. So please let our viewers know.
One thing, I was wondering if one of these products had it on the back, but it does. So it might be hard to see. If you see this open lid on your product, it says 12 months. Some products have this on there. That means from the time you open it, that's how long you should keep it. And some are, it varies. It's like an expiration date. So from the time I open this, I should only keep it for 12 months.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And there's a lot of products that have that on the back. Some of them may not. So I would go with that guideline. Blushes, powders, you can keep a little bit longer. I wouldn't go longer than a year. Foundations, generally, I think theirs are 6 to 12 months. It'll have it on the back. Mascaras, of course, if you get an eye infection, you want to throw it away immediately and get a new one. Those should only last about 3 weeks. They don't last that long, so about 2 to 3 weeks. And then, like I said, most of all your products, I would say no longer than a year. Some can last longer than that, but to be on the safe side, you can kind of tell when you see your foundation separating, it smells funny, get rid of it.
Right.
Eyeshadows.
People have to go on like a spree of buying all the makeup they can, thinking that they're gonna have it forever, when pretty much the longest thing you said was 12 months.
Yeah, and eyeshadows last. You can keep eyeshadows for a little bit longer. I wish it had the. I don't think they have the open top on the back, but eyeshadows can last a little bit longer unless you've been cross contaminating. Powders last a little bit longer, but liquids you definitely want to pay attention to.
Liquids.
And it does have a weird smell. I remember when I would be at work, you could go around, if I would use a product, I'm like, throw it away, because we constantly had to put new products up for our samples. So.
Well, that's really, really good. So please just tell us about you. This segment right now is just about you. What do you have going on? What is your 2014 looking like?
And you can always find me on Instagram at Miss Makeup. That's MRS, Mrs. Makeup. MRS Makeup, the number 1. And I always post like where I'm going to be, what I'm going to be doing. Working with my husband. We're pitching our shows to Chew Network, so we're praying over that. So that'll keep me busy. He'll have me doing makeup on those shows. So it's always something. And then going back and forth between St. Louis, doing bridal work and everyday work. So it'll always be something going on.
Absolutely. And do you have a website?
I do. It's reflectionsloving, LOVEN, me.com.
I am so happy that we got a chance to talk to you. You gave us some amazing tips. And you just told us more about you, which we totally appreciate. So thank you so much.
No, thank you. I appreciate you coming. Thank you, Edgy, for the referral.
Absolutely, and we're gonna do more with you. I think we'll definitely do some more with you in the future.
Let's connect.
Absolutely, we're gonna make it happen for sure. But this is your girl Shayla Raye with InStyle Atlanta. This is Patricia Moore, and we just had a great time talking about beauty and makeup today. So thank you again.
Thank you.